guys? Welcome back to the Lounge. Bobby D here. I'm watching Representative Nancy Mace out of South Carolina. Very talented young lady. She's certainly turning out to be a firebrand. Her dad was a brigadier general, and he graduated from the Citadel. He was labeled as the highest decorated graduate from the Citadel, and she herself is a graduate of the Citadel, the first woman to graduate from there. But she's going over what DOGE is finding, and a lot of this stuff I don't think that you've heard before, but then they accuse her of using a slur. Now, I've heard members of Congress, particularly the squad, use the term straight white male as a slur, as in a derogatory term, as though straight white male is derogatory. It's a bad thing. Well, me being a straight white man, maybe I should be offended by that or something like that. I don't know. But let's check her out. She goes over what DOGE is finding, and they get upset at her terminology, and she's not she's not having it. She pushes back, and she does a damn good job.
This is Miss Mace from South Carolina for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. There's been a lot of pearl clutching over the last several days from my colleagues across the aisle on Donald Trump, Secretary Rubio, the Department of Government Efficiency's plan to reorganize the U.S. Agency for International Development, or as we all now know, USAID. They're screaming about Elon Musk over there, but hey, George Soros and his boy are okay. They scream that we're all a threat to democracy when they've been systematically dismantling democracy before our eyes. They've been caught with their hand in the cookie jar, and there's no going back. So I would tell my colleagues across the other side of the aisle, take your salty tears and sit right back down. USAID has long strayed from its mission to effectively and efficiently administer aid to advance American interests. USAID has become rotten to its core, sacrificing the prudent use of taxpayer dollars at the altar of advancing radical, sinister social and political agendas abroad. From discriminatory DEI initiatives to extreme gender ideology to marginalize real bona fide biological women. For decades, while homeless veterans sleep on our streets, our communities rebuild from natural disasters, and American families struggle to get by, USAID has pillaged and plundered the American treasury, essentially lighting American taxpayer dollars on fire, funding some of the stupidest, just dumbest initiatives imaginable, all supported by the left, and that's why their party is crumbling. Today I'm going to expose some of the initiatives USAID has funded over the years and ask each of you a yes or no question. If you believe these expenditures of American taxpayer dollars put America first. So it'll be yes or no. USAID awarded $2 million to strengthen trans-led organizations to deliver gender-affirming health care in Guatemala. So to each of you this morning, does this advance the interests of American citizens paying for trannies in Guatemala to the tune of $2 million? Yes or no? Governor?
I have no position.
Of course you don't. Okay, USAID awarded over $750,000 to fund alleviating loneliness among migrant garment workers in India. Does this advance America's interests, Governor?
No.
No. I have no position.
USAID awarded $1.5 million for providing a gender-sensitive response to migration at the Venezuelan border. Does this advance America's interests, Governor?
No.
No. I have no position.
Does this advance the interests? Okay, so USAID awarded $4.3 million on October 1st, 2023 to a group to fund comprehensive health services for men having sex with other men in South Africa. Does this advance the interests of American citizens, Governor?
No.
No. I have no position.
I bet you don't. Okay. USAID awarded $1.5 million to advance diversity, equity, and inclusion in Serbia's workplaces and business communities by promoting economic empowerment and opportunity for LGBTQI plus people in Serbia. Does this advance America's interests?
No.
No. Nope.
You have no idea, right? Okay. USAID awarded over $70,000 to a group to deliver a live musical event to promote the U.S. and Irish shared values of diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility. Does this advance the interests of America?
No.
No. No position.
No position or no clue. Okay, USAID awarded $1.5 million to fund strengthening community support structures to upscale LGBT rights advocacy in Jamaica. Does this advance our interests?
No.
No. No position.
USAID awarded $28 million to a group to facilitate the economic insertion of Venezuelan migrants and refugees in Peru and Ecuador. Does this advance our interests?
No.
No. No position.
Okay, USAID awarded $17.5 million to fund voluntary medical male circumcision overseas. Does this advance America's interests?
No.
No. No position.
I don't know what circumcision overseas has to do with America First either. USAID awarded nearly $150,000 to fund HIV prevention services targeting men who have sex with men and transgender. Does this advance America's interests?
No.
No. No position.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm limited to 5 minutes, but these are the programs Democrats are so desperate to save. Our foreign assistance system is badly broken, and this ends now. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I yield back.
Gentlelady yields back.
Mr. Chairman, parliamentary inquiry.
Yes, sir.
The gentlelady has used a phrase that is considered a slur in the LGBTQ community and the transgender community. And let me please finish without interruption. And
Tranny. I don't really care. You want penises in women's bathrooms, and
Chairman.
I'm not going to have it.
Okay.
No, thank you.
Let
It's disgusting.
let the gentleman state his parliamentary inquiry.
to me, a slur is a slur. And here in the committee, a level of decorum requires us to try consciously to avoid slurs. You just heard.
Again, the squad constantly uses straight white men in a derogatory term, which in essence makes it a slur. I never hear any complaints about that.
Level of decorum requires us to try consciously to avoid slurs. You just heard the gentlelady actually actively, robustly repeat it. And I would just ask the chairman that she be counseled that we ought not to be engaged. We can have debate and policy discussion without offending human beings who are our fellow citizens. And so I would ask, as a parliamentary inquiry, whether the use of that phrase is not, in fact, a violation of the decorum rules.
Mr. Chairman, I'm not going to be counseled by a man over men and women's spaces or men who have mental health issues dressing as women. I'm not being counseled by some guy.
My inquiry is to the
over-
chairman,
Okay.
Mr. Chairman.
Order. The inquiry is about decorum. Decorum is at the discretion of the chair.
That's
I will be
mansplaining,
honest,
Mr. Chairman.
with the ranking member. I'm not up to date on my politically correct LGBTQ terminology. We'll look into that and get back with you on that. I don't know what's offensive and what's not. I don't know much about pronouns or
I appreciate that, Mr.
offensive
Chairman.
terms. in
Mr.
that
Chairman, we don't have to
community.
anymore.
So,
I thank the chair for his willingness to further engage in this matter.
all right.
She is quite the little fighter. I'll give her that. Very talented, very well spoken, and comes from a really good pedigree. The left hate it that they're finally being called out. That what they've done to us, frankly, since Barack Obama was elected, it's just gotten worse and worse and worse. Being a straight white male in America now, you are public enemy number one. And me being a straight white male, I've felt it a lot. I mean, can't hurt my feelings. I don't, I don't give two shits what you think. But the left's hypocrisy over, the lady, saying they need to check their transmission fluid, basically. It's astounding. And she's here calling out what DOGE is digging it up, or what DOGE is digging up, and she's just serving it to them right to their faces in front of the public. And that's what the left hates. I did a video a little bit earlier about how not only are we funding all this LBGT crap all over the world, but we found out, or DOGE found out, that we're funding Politico $8 million a year. Basically, they hate the right. $8 million a year. We've got so many homeless veterans, and I think I could do the math in my head. Let's see here. $8 million a year. $8 million. I think I could buy 32 $250,000 houses for homeless veterans. I mean, I could do a lot with that, but yet we bring in the migrants, they're illegal aliens. We bring them in and we send our money out. Where's the money for home? So I want DOGE to keep doing what they're doing. I'm going to keep making videos about it. And I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you've got any comments, please drop them below. And please like, share, and subscribe. And the videos are just going to get better. The information is going to get better. This is going to be a long 4 years for the left. I can guarantee it. And hopefully we make it longer than 4 years. I don't ever want them to have control again, because they certainly don't deserve it. Anyway, Bobby D here at the lounge. Thanks for dropping by, and we'll see you soon.